Let's see.
I had to give Promi some pets on my way over to get more food.
Power of high boredom. Okay.
I may need to commission a BWOP from girlfriend.
Is it a Snorlax Bwop?
Oh, almost certainly.
As you should. You should commission a Bwop. So my new phone stuff should be here on Costco Day. Probably not before we go to Costco, but it will be there by 8 p.m. So I will have my phone back hopefully on Wednesday.
And
Hi,
we get
Bubba. Hi. And then I can say fuck you goodbye to Boost Mobile.
I have additional copy of Slayer's D20. Or Jay, did we agree off a line on your third level boon from Gunslinger?
I think we were discussing giving me a variant of Crossbow Master. Just since
Okay.
I didn't have the melee disadvantage.
A crossbow X. Yeah, it doesn't
Crossbow
sound
X pistol. Yeah.
okay. Feet crossbow expert. Yes. So go ahead and add that one to your sheet. I'm providing you a convenience link. Feel free to adapt the text. I will review at completion. Next item up for bid. All right. Let's see. Time for a Tesseract.
Hey.
All right. Jamisha gets a few things this level.
Cool.
Including in a little bit here, the next upgrade to I guess you get a pact boon as well.
Yes.
Oh, right, because your patron's already picked. You don't have as big of a choice this time, but you do have a selection, and be aware that I think one of these options. No, actually, you can go with any of the 4 pact boons. I'm providing you a list. As usual, please do not mention the source aloud on stream.
Mm-hmm. So there's 4 of them?
Yes. Yeah, you pick one.
I'm thinking Pact of the Talisman.
All right. Okay. An item has been added to your inventory. It is a pretty
Jeez.
necklace with pretty rock.
Very nice, very nice.
You can replace it late. You can replace it later, or choose a slightly less. Look, I woke up at 4:30 a.m. this morning. You can pick a slightly less Neko in the early morning description if you come up with it. But the key point here is make sure that you have your talisman marked in your inventory, because if you lose it, you lose access to the feature until you do a ceremony to refresh it.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry.
no, nothing to be sorry
Basically
for.
just doing the tired thing.
Yeah, I'm not. You said nothing of offense. I just warned you that if you lose it, then the feature switches off for a bit. So that's such thing you need to be keeping an eye out for.
Okay.
Pact of the Talisman has been set.
Do I put it under tools?
It's in your inventory center column.
Gotcha.
Let's
Thank you.
see. You also get to select one first or second level warlock spell. Going to so make sure you filter that to warlock, and then
I'll do
any.
my best.
Yep. Or just click through the spells and make sure the spell says warlock in it. Most of the, except for like healing stuff, most of it does. In addition, it's interesting. We don't actually have your bees. Okay, that's a invocation.
And what level?
First or second.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that one's a good one.
That one being.
Cloud of Daggers.
Yeah, that's a. Yep, that's a safe recommendation. Let's. In addition, you are.
I hate the character mancer.
Yeah, I.
Enthralled is also good.
Yep.
Ooh, invisibility.
The classic, but be aware. I'm checking. I was about to. Okay, hold on. Actually, no. gaining invisibility as a full-on clause is actually going to not be to a higher level.
Okay, so only one level 2 spell?
Correct. Technically, all your spells become level 2, but
I know what you mean.
yeah, that whole warlock.
Oh,
Check.
decisions. Misty Step, invisibility.
Okay.
Enthrall.
Let's see. All right. In addition, you are going to gain the clause Hunter's Instinct is the new clause of your Pact of the Phantom Thief.
Okay. What does that mean?
Hold on. Let me.
Is it under the class?
It's. I'm adding it to your sheet now. This is from your special rule.
Okay.
But I have to look up 5e definitions since. Make sure that I word this usefully. So the effect of this is that you have a sharpened instinct. Your sense of smell will allow you to track certain things by their scent if armed with a bit of foreknowledge. And just as valuably, you will gain a partial pass without trace effect.
Nice.
So you have an easier time tracking your opponents, and you do not leave tracks when passing through areas. So you can literally walk through dust, and unless there's magical BS involved, you will not.
Oh, sorry.
All good. I'll be curious to see if
I was trying to find the button to push to drop stuff over, but I don't think
you don't drop stuff like that. You actually pull it from the. If it's one that's in the compendium, you look it up and then you drop it in, and it'll show up on the sheet.
it's okay. I'm still deciding.
Okay.
Hmm.
The wording on the first ability is a little wibbly wobbly. I do apologize for that. If it becomes too OP, I might work with you to spot nerf it. But otherwise, it's just if you know an item, you can attempt to track where it may have been moved by or creature You can attempt to track their motions by remains of their scent.
Nice.
So,
I'm just glad I can pass that on to party members.
oh, you can pass the pass without trace effect, but
Hmm.
which, yeah. Though it only works while they're close to you, so it's when your
Yeah.
party's moving together you're harder to track. Still, and by harder I mean essentially impossible without aid.
Okay, I've narrowed it down.
Let's see. Checking. Do you wish to roll for hit points, or just take the? It would be a total of 7 you would gain.
I'll take 7.
Okay.
Um,
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
I'm still trying to decide on the spell.
It can be a difficult choice. Me giving you pass without trace was partially to. Well, partial pass without trace.
Yeah,
Is super.
Yeah, that was a good call. Thank you.
Yes, because that's a spell you don't get normally. Let's see. You already have spider climb. You can cast it slotless.
Yeah, the pass without trace basically eliminated my need for Misty Step or invisibility. At least for now. So I'm.
Don't sell either of those short, though, especially Misty Step.
No,
Misty
I know that they're both extremely useful, which is why I'm torn. You know, it's Misty Step, invisibility, enthrall, are the ones I've been debating between the most right now. Because as much as I'd like Cloud of Daggers or even Spray of Cards or Shatter, I think Misty Step, invisibility, or enthrall will be the most useful. Or hold
I would
person.
say, with your existing stealth capacity being kind of bonkers, my reflex would probably be Misty Step. That is a super useful escape
It's
option
super
in
useful.
combat, and lets you, ignore certain things like iron bars.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, then that's what the one I'll do.
As
Like I
a
said,
power
it's
saver,
just
I
been
was gonna
hard to
say
pick
Misty
which
Step.
one. Are you gonna put it
Okay.
in for me?
Done.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is that it?
Double check. I'm just double checking to make sure that I have not missed anything. Let's see. Your spell slots have upgraded to 2nd level. You don't get any more invocations. You got your spell. And you have selected your Pact Boon as Pact of the Talisman. Yes, you are set.
Sweet.
So, alright, that is... Okay, I see the number of us clambering into the chat is continuing to climb. Jay, since you mentioned with Clayton, character answer Goobert things for you, huh? We're gonna hit that we're gonna hit that big fat cancel button.
Yep.
We're gonna do this Neko style.
Yep.
By which I mean I break out the app, break out the old books and do stuff by hand. Okay, Rogue. Do you want to roll for HP or just take the 5+ con?
Take the 5+. I got dunked on last time I rolled.
Perfectly fair. Okay, let's see. Your specials, you gain let's see.
I gain sneak attack, and I gain the roguish archetype, and technically, well, I gain more sneak attack roll dice, and I gain the roguish archetype and steady aim. The only thing I needed help with was the archetype, because the only thing Character Mancer has is Thief. Stupid Character Mancer.
Well, that's because it's based on the books owned, and the only 5e book I own on Roll20, besides 2 of the APs, is the
Fair, yeah.
is the 2024 book.
Yep.
For specific purposes of different campaigns I'm in elsewhere. So let's see. But yeah, I am. Let's see. Oh, hey. Why? Okay. You are also automatically gaining the steady aim optional feature. Basically, what that lets you do is if you are in position to attack
It basically does what I
without,
did last session, but
it
I
lets
don't
you
have to go prone for it.
induce advantage at the cost of your entirety of your movement for the turn.
Yep.
This is actually a pretty spicy selection. Does it say?
And it's available to all rogues, which I just laugh at.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. In addition, you are you've gained you have applied the pistol expert bonus. That is a perfect wording on it. Awesome. Let's see. Classes. You can, of course, always go for good old Arcane Trickster.
Nope. The one Clayton is going for role-playing purposes is Scout.
Gal. Okay.
Believe me, I was looking hard at Arcane Trickster and saying, no, we're not going to infringe on Ari's class. We're going to go Scout.
Hey. So class Scout. We're gonna put that in the mark. Then we are gonna go quickly. Okay. Do watch the wording on Skirmisher in terms of timing, by the way, since it has an interesting reaction with the timing on studying.
Yep. As the power gamer of the group, Jay is
Okay.
aware.
Nature and survival, both automatically checked off. Yeah, both of those are bumped direct to expertise.
Yep.
So yeah, you've got
Clayton is a Swiss Army knife.
all right.
And that should cover me.
Let's see. That indeed leaves you set. All right. Let's see. That is checking who's on the chat. That leaves a link.
Hi.
Okay. First question for our party fighter. Yeah. Okay. Of course. Of course, I did. I accidentally closed the thing entirely. Do you wish to roll for HP or just take the? In your case, it would be 7.
I'll take 7.
Okay. Okay, let's see. We had already selected your martial archetype as being Deadeye from Nine Heavens Press's Undying Corruption. Just I need to find my copy of the book. The physical editions will be deployed soon, but haven't gone out just yet. And I need to make sure that it is the no, we don't. I didn't. Hey. So pardon me while I get the text copied in. Though many archers develop clever tactics firing magical or trick arrows, Adonai relies on no such gimmicks. They're snipers for whom aim is everything. They may not hit their mark's vitals every time, but their working knowledge of creatures' biological functions serves to ensure each of their shots debilitates their target. Okay, let's see. Okay. You gain both proficiency and expertise with perception. Per the house rules, as you already have proficiency with perception, please name another skill to gain proficiency in. Deception could be a fine selection. Hello. Stealth is
Hello.
always dandy.
Oh, am I looking at the site that should not be named for skills or?
Just on your character sheet.
Oh.
All the skills are listed there. Up.
Anything without a check mark, basically.
Yep. Come on.
Oh, those skills. Her. Ugh. Uh. Trying to decide between sleight of hand and stealth.
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 Oh, sorry. No, sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Yeah.
I mean, I'm the stealthy one.
You're the stealthy one.
You
Yeah.
If you can nick things, that's good.
Yes.
Okay, sleight of hand it is. Okay, let's see. You gain the ability to mark a creature. So you will have a. So you have 2 Hawkeye marks per long rest.
Nice.
And then your real power, the called shot.
Ooh, called shot.
Yep, that class, like 2E mechanic, is back. Thanks to again, Nine Heavens Press. So. Yep. Right now, that would be. Okay. There's a lot of typing I have to do here, so thank you for your patience.
It's
No
fine.
problem.
Good news is that once I have all this in place, that is going to be it. Um, all right. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, just to make absolutely clear, your Hawkeye mark does not clear when you land a does not clear when you land a called shot on someone. It stays until they drop, you drop, or they poof, or you change your mark. So when you mark, so this is kind of an anti-boss super weapon. So yeah, this is Ari legitimately starts to become kind of pretty dangerous, even before gaining the deep end, some of the deeper end of the arcane archer options, which your next upgrade for that's in 3 levels. But and yes, this can combo with some of the arcane shot.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. When I say that the special rules for each character can make some of them fucking dangerous, this is what I'm talking about. Alright, let's see. So that is Cactus Endless have arrived. I did say I was going in order of arrival, but I didn't see which of you arrived first, so
That would be
honor
Cactus.
system. That would be Cactus? Okay. Then, Mitney. You have mentioned having a hard time with spell selections for a certain feature of yours, but you have already plugged in Ascended Dragon Monk and
Yes.
all the shinies it grants you, and looks like you've already bumped all your numbers, and
Yes. I'm just sitting here like the answering whether a monk's fist is a weapon or not has both made the choices easier and harder.
Yep.
I'm really, you know what? I'm gonna go with Hunter's Mark. Excuse me. It's going in there.
Okay. Drop it in. All right. Then we advance to finish off with Archivist,
Yeah.
who has also already completed the update with one decision to make. That did we discuss that already? Okay. This decision I want you to take to. I wish to do via DMs for reasons that are already.
Yeah. Yeah.
For reasons.
Reasons?
Yes. Uh, you already know the progression. Tell me the one you're interested in, and I will.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Let's see. And language for your thing is listed. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
You've got new fun options to deal with.
Indeed.
And that is all 6 character updates complete.
Woo.
Which means that it is time for some. Before we get into the main session, it is time for some promised curse.
Oh.
Let me see. God, if I. Where did I put this? Okay, I guess I'm just going to go back to my. Up there it is.
Oh boy.
It's time for an old meme.
Yes.
All right. So I'm waiting
What,
for
Sharia?
to see
This is
Rin
the only
loaded
way.
up on the chat, and then I will remind. Sharia, listen. Everyone thinks we should leave through the butt. Let's search for the butt, Sharia. It's the only way.
You are making this much worse. The chariot in my head is screaming.
Metaphor Refantasio has brought back a beloved classic. Escape from inside the monster.
Rock a gong. Gagong.
All right. With that said, forcefully refreshing the view. You are on. I see that someone has sent you a Escape VM Tumblr.
Oops. I forgot my email thing was over there. No, that needs to go away.
Oopsie.
Yep.
No,
Okay.
no email tab. You saw nothing.
Okay. So, some time has passed. You have, after the successful clearing of Blue Alley, Right now, you are aware that to get the unicorn cured, you're going to need someone with Stone to Flesh or another higher level spell. Volo's attempts to invoke a owed favor to get this dealt with have so far been unsuccessful. However, you do receive a notice from him. He did find someone willing to give it a go.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
It failed.
Oh.
Oh.
They're not yet clear why. Unfortunately, this probably means you are going to need a spell on the level of Limited Wish or higher to clear that. And Clayton, you have a valid solution with the prerequisite of finding him for delivery.
Mm.
The proposed solution, since that was in the chat, is Clayton still thinks we should buy Elminster a Cheese of the Month membership.
I agree. I think that's a pretty good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we get a cheese of the month from each major city, so he can get the dwarvish cheese, he can get the
Mm-hmm.
Dami cheese now.
I think this is a great idea. Who doesn't like cheese? Elminster apparently absolutely loves the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, again, finding the cheese isn't the problem. It's finding Elminster.
Yeah.
Anybody got a recent address?
Good luck with that. Let's leave it there.
No.
So, you're going to need to track down a larger favor in order to get that dealt with. And
Doopy.
And unfortunately, you have already been informed by Nira that this next job isn't going to be big enough for that, unfortunately. However, she does have the golden key in hand, and once you have gathered, greetings, operatives. She slides the key into the music box and opens it. A Golden Vault operative, the sage Vassal Talistrom, has reported the theft of a book known as the Celestial Codex. This book contains some very powerful magical rituals of a highly dangerous variety. Used incorrectly, we could see all manner of dangerous extraplanar entities summoned by this thing. The book was stolen by a nobleman named Marcos Delphi, who might be under the influence of something based on his behavior. Worse yet, you're not the first group of operatives to go on this job. The first 4 have disappeared without a trace. It's very plausible they're dead.
Yeah.
Should you choose to undertake this mission, we need you to get into that mansion and retrieve the Codex.
I say you.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he
May you fare better
died.
than the last group.
Yeah.
Well,
we've been doing
we
okay
just-
so far. You
we
know,
just got
despite
assigned to a
Clayton.
possible suicide mission. Love that.
Uh-huh.
There's also a mysterious, extraordinarily thick mist outside. If you go down this, you send me go into it, I scutter for a different book for the month.
As long as Buddy's okay.
Buddy might be temporarily rendered chaotic evil, but he'll be okay.
Oh.
How do we know Buddy isn't already?
That's true.
Ouch.
We don't know.
I can find out.
To be absolutely clear, I'm making a joke that it's October, and this would be a common time to start a Curse of Strahd, and you are now at the correct level for Curse of Strahd.
We will pass on Curse of Strahd, thank you.
Mhm.
Okay. I kind of assumed that would be the case, but I wanted to make the joke. Once.
Oh, did I?
Mhm.
But really, I can find out. Guess who can speak with animals now?
That is true. With that said, you are, of course, signaled as to the location. It is actually a surprising distance east this time. All right, let's see. Come on, there's the big map.
Waste.
Okay. Map is where he is. Okay. Yep. Okay. The manor in question sits over the town of Secomber, several days travel east and close to the notorious High Moor. The already a rather dangerous location. The easiest method there would be, well, Buddy and Holly, you've got the cart.
Yep.
And we aren't under a time limit, are we?
As far as you are aware, there is no currently standing time limit. And just to break the obvious question, you can afford some if you can afford some dalliance / you don't need to be completely rushing. To make your way to the make your way safely there. With time to spare. Where did I put the stupid book?
Clayton is pretty good with going with Buddy and Holly. Gives people time to get familiar with their new toys.
Mhm.
I'm okay with going with Buddy and Holly. I can try to
Mhm.
talk to them on the way there.
Unless the Golden Vault is going to reimburse our aetherite expenses.
Sadly, wrong setting.
I keep telling you, you're gonna have to take it up with Alpha now.
Mhm.
What you do get, however, is information from the Delphi, a little bit of information from the Delphi family. A branch of whom live in Waterdeep, and I've heard worrisome rumors about his latest study. Traveling to the mansion, they want to make sure that Marcos doesn't do anything that might hurt himself or other.
That's refreshing. Nobles
Okay.
that aren't more worried about their reputation.
I don't know.
Okay.
Not hurting others does sound like worried about reputation.
I mean, fair,
Mm.
depending on how you interpret it. Because, I mean,
They don't know how bad it could be. They just know it could be bad, and they don't. That said,
So
as you
basically, they don't know.
as you approach the town, you see the manor in off in the distance, and you see Buddy and Holly stop, staring intently at the side of the road and a tree stump. It might not be the tree stump they're staring at, though, so much as the disembodied head of a human woman above it.
oh,
Mm.
oh dear, okay. That's, something?
All right. Above it?
Yeah,
As
it's like
in
floating.
floating. Okay.
Kind of ghostly.
Shit.
All right.
Clayton
All
pops
right.
people.
That's
Stump's haunted.
yeah.
Yes, it's haunted, she says.
Clayton's just gonna hop off of the cart, pat Buddy on the neck, and say, "Take it easy." And,
I'm sure Ari didn't help because you know for a fact he screamed and clung to somebody.
Mhm.
Probably me.
Yeah,
Zoink Scoob.
yeah, basically.
My name is Elva Lionheart, says the head. My companions and I died trying to retrieve the Celestial Codex. Heed my words, lest you too fall prey to the dangers within Delphi Mansion.
I love that.
Marcos is using the book to conjure an otherworldly being not meant to exist in this world. Meanwhile, his purple-robed cultists are busy themselves with eldritch experiments. Beware creatures that look like puddles of eyes and mouths. Beware the beast with hooks for hands. And beware the manor itself, for it transforms weirdly. Most of all, stop Marcos before it's too late. There is a camp on the bluff due south of the mansion. If you go there first, you'll find a backpack with a map of the mansion and some notes we acquired from a dubious source. They might help you plan your approach. Best of luck.
How nice is the
Okay.
former crew to
Mm,
warn us?
I will give you
Genuinely,
the
yes.
full. I am giving you the full speech in the chat, just for convenience's sake.
Mm.
The words are a bit different. And oops, checking PMs. All right.
Well, before we do any of that, Clayton is going to approach the skull, looking at it, and say, "So, is this your actual skull, or is this a projection?"
I don't know. I think I'm a ghost.
Clayton's just going to say, "Well, it's kind of important, so don't mind the hands for just a moment. I just want to check." Reach out and touch the skull.
Your hand goes through. Okay, apparently I'm a ghost.
That's fine. That's fine. If we're gonna get you resurrected, we probably need to find a body, and would have been pretty bad to leave the skull here.
Understood. Understood. Oh, by the way, there is a little bit of bad news. She disappears. Oh.
These vanishes. Archivist genuinely chuckles a tiny bit at that. Just because.
Well, yeah.
Accidental comedic timing.
Prompto. Buddy, wait!
I am the ghost of comedic timing. What?
You know how to get down, you goofball. Prompto. You come here. Screaming at me from the couch isn't going to get you pets. Nope, he's just going to scream at me from the couch.
Clayton's just gonna sigh, and before we leave this spot,
That couch really gets pets.
and before we leave this spot, he's gonna make a cursory look because why are you appearing at a tree stump?
What are you trying to look for in particular? Sorry.
Just seeing if there's a body, a mystical sigil, anything that would.
Nope.
Okay.
And nope. No obvious cue as to why it's here. Your best guess is it was something Elva noticed on the way in, and thus having to pick a point that was close but not at the manor to manifest. Had to go with that.
Yeah, works for me.
Okay, you're just going to stretch out on the couch then. Okay.
Okay.
Clayton's just going to return to Buddy, pat him on the neck, and just say, assuming there's nothing else here worth worrying about, he's going to hop back up on the cart.
Okay.
Zoink, Scoob.
You don't even get a Scooby snack for that. That was a message. That was call waiting.
Clayton!
If you get your Scooby snack now, you don't get it later when you need it.
Well, hey, it'll actually let me show you the handout property in a bit. Cool. Well, that'll help. All right. With that said, do you dare face the potential dangers of the camp on the assumption that this figure may have lied, or do you head straight for the mansion?
Clayton, like information. Unless anyone protests, he's just immediately taking guiding Buddy towards the camp.
Yeah, camp,
Yeah.
but like, let's not be on the main path. If on the goat trail or whatever it is, let's be next to the trail, if that makes sense.
That is going
because we got two horse carts.
Oh,
yeah,
never mind. Fine.
you got yeah, you got the horse carts. Okay.
I mean, it's not a bad idea to have people walk if they want, but it's not exactly something stealthy to do.
Okay. So, south of the mansion, atop a hill, you have an unobstructed view of the mansion's south wall, and several tents, a long dead fire, and not much else except for a single backpack. The backpack is empty except for one map and a few scraps of paper. And I will provide a bigger view, also provided in the channel for those who want to tap it into a separate tab for their own reference. Okay. In addition to this sketch, there are three little bits of note. Actually, four of them. The fourth note reads, stole from cultists, possibly dubious. Be careful. The other three, in a very different hand, Marcos has a room on the 3rd floor where he performs ritual. A cavernous room underneath the basement contains 4 large crystals, purpose unknown. Mansion windows can be
Really?
unlocked using the password Crockelmar.
Ooh, window unlocking.
There, I have petted a prom. Forcibly.
Yay!
Hi, buddy.
Okay,
You just like to scream.
so it is your choice what to do with this information. A couple other things that you would have been made aware of. The Delphi family are known for interplanar study. There are rumors that connect them to the mysterious Spelljammer Academy, and Marcos's ancestors built Delphi Mansion way out here for the sake of studying in peace. The mansion is alone in a clearing, alabaster walls, windows on every level, and a closed double door on the ground floor are in sight ahead of you. Also, the area is eerily quiet.
Have a little orange buddy.
If there are cultists, I assume if there were guards, we would have seen them. Are there any guards?
You haven't seen any, not outside.
Love that.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
We ain't getting paid enough for this.
No, probably not. Hi, Promi. Are you cutie?
Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna get paid enough for any of the shit we do.
No. Your eyes are so big, Promi. Mwah. I
Well,
kissed you.
okay, so we have a campsite within sight of the manor. We're able to raconteur.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone got any thoughts, or should we take our information and get a little closer?
Um,
I mean, we should probably check more of the camp if there is anything else around.
maybe we can find some bodies.
Nope.
I
The
assumed
body-
that was our hand waved information for the camp.
Mm-hmm.
The camp is otherwise essentially empty.
Okay.
If you really wanted, you could steal the tents into the party loot.
Eh, we can afford our own tents. We don't need secondhand.
We don't usually use tents anyway.
Eh.
Yeah, I was gonna say so far we haven't had to rough it.
Okay.
Not yet, anyway.
And even if we did, again, we wouldn't need secondhand.
Mm-hmm.
They got to snuggle
Alright.
the baby.
All right, so without any objection, Clayton is going to recommend that they just approach the dang manor.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Approach the very cursed looking building.
Yep.
Manor's haunted. But hey, I already have a gun on me.
Woo!
We've all got guns.
Mm.
Well, you and I have guns.
Yes.
2 people have guns.
Okay, so again, Clayton making big assumptions, but I doubt that the problems are going to be outside the manor.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'm pretty sure we could leave Buddy and Holly at the gate almost with impunity.
And if not, yeah, we can trust that Buddy will get away and take Holly with him.
Yes. Creepy floating
Buddy
head
knows
was
what to
basically
do.
like, yeah, danger inside.
Alright, let's see. Time to load the zone.
Oh my god, it's dark. I've gone blind.
Alright, let's... Oh, it's in
North
lighting.
top. Or north. But. Top edge or bottom edge?
I'm trying to get it to reveal the spot. It's, of course, being uncooperative. Oh, dynamic lighting's on, isn't it?
Dramatically.
Please give me a second, though, because turn
Ow.
on fill
Mhm.
page. Okay,
Hello.
I am
Yeah.
going to use a focus ping to drag everyone into view of the spot. And what I just added doesn't help you any because, of course, it's hard to tell what bits are on the actual map versus on the 3rd floor. Reveal the. I'm going to reveal the edges of each floor a little bit since they would be visible. And each of you should, well, of the floors you can see at least. This place being as large as it is, you're pretty sure there's a basement, but you don't know anything about its layout yet.
Yeah, You can't see underground.
All
I
right.
mean, they can.
Mm,
You know, I hate to be that guy, but Jem, you can walk on walls. Can you
Yeah.
give a quick scout on the what you see through the windows?
Sure. I can do that.
Oh
Oh,
dear.
yeah.
Not
Mm,
because this breaks the adventure, but just because this could take a friggin' while.
Look,
Okay.
are you gonna get in trouble walking on the outside walls?
We're just going for a stroll. How dare this be?
Outside, not the inside. Not inside yet.
just, carefully avoid getting in direct view of the windows.
I can check every window. I could draw a really crude sketch of the outside, and then just label every window, and say and write down a note as to what I see.
Okay. Well, right, let's see. Drag your token onto the map.
I am sorry for recommending that, Ink, but it really is the basic assumption.
I mean, overall, yeah, it's not an unreasonable assumption. It's just like, oh boy,
Sorry.
this could take a little bit.
I mean, we
It's
want to
like
do
a
a good
hobby.
job, so.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a good grade in heisting, which is a totally normal thing to want and do.
Look,
entirely possible.
I love all of you, but I don't want. We literally just saw ghosts. The last thing I want to do is walk in and get my head chopped off.
Hmm.
So
Shock.
if I see little, skizzery things through the window, I want to be prepared.
Yeah.
I don't know,
No, that's
if you
that's
see giant floating scissors, I'm pretty sure we got wished into Devil May Cry.
yeah.
Either way, I'd like to know in advance.
All right. Motion yourself around to the first window you're going to choose to inspect.
There's several buildings. Okay.
These are the 3 floors.
Oh, the 3
you-
floors. Okay,
to the
which is
north
the
of
first
you,
floor?
the spots to the north of you, you're at ground level, so you'd be starting. Yeah,
Here.
those are the front doors that
These are the
Clayton
front
marks.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'll look.
As you move yourself towards each window, it will. Okay.
Just walking
First,
casually, glancing
okay,
by.
stop.
Wait.
We have to go one window at a time for this because you're literally going to reveal half the damn adventure.
Oh,
Mm,
okay.
So I
One
have
at a
to.
time. I got
All
you.
right. The first the 2 windows closest to on either side of the front door reveal a dusty foyer. 2 staircases rise from the hardwood floor to a balcony, and there's a glass chandelier above the center of the room. A fine rug of a owl bear, its head staring at the entrance. Centerpieces the room.
Ooh.
This ceiling goes up a good 30 feet.
Okay.
Okay. Move yourself to the next window you care to inspect. The hallway is lined with large paintings of members of House Delphi. Several have knights in silvery suits of armor with their faces scratched off.
Oh.
Ooh, someone has a
Hmm.
grudge.
Concerning.
Spooky space aliens. Write this down.
Okay.
Faces scratched
You may
off.
attempt an intelligence history check.
Oh. Okay. I'm not hopeful.
Or motion someone else to look through this window and say what they see.
If you'd like for me to do a history check,
I'm gonna try it first, and if I know nothing, I'll be like, Zeph.
Cool. Sounds like a plan.
Zeph.
Alright,
Mm.
coming on over. Coming on over. And peering through the window. And
your
is it a history check?
Yes.
History is one of the ones I am proficient in now. And I still failed!
You failed worse than me.
Yeah, I
You were
know.
asleep in
Mm.
class. Jeez.
I rolled a nat 1, so I was just like, dur.
Mm.
Zeph looks at Jamisha and just shrugs their shoulders
Yep.
like,
Yeah.
I don't
Basically.
fucking know either, bitch.
Basically, yeah, just a big old shrug there.
What do you want me to tell you? Their faces are scratched out.
Looks to me like someone has a grudge. Wow, Midney failed harder than me!
Oh, Jesus.
Midney just goes like, they look like they're humans. I don't fucking know.
You know what? Just for shiggles. Nope.
Oh my god. Oh man.
I can't believe the one with absolutely no fucking points in history has rolled the best. Now, but for the sake of argument, Clayton now has to do it.
Clayton ain't wasted his role here. Clayton is just talking with Buddy, trying to calm him down.
Archivist can do it.
Go ahead,
Archivist, try.
I realize the Archivist now probably actually has the best history in the party.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, look
Oh,
at that.
And
I mean, possibly still fails too.
Sweet Bippy Jesus.
Wow.
Okay, at
No,
this
I don't know
point,
anything
I'm
about
declaring you got no friggin' clue. Just
Alright.
keep
we
moving.
don't know.
This is sad. This is so sad.
Please play answers.
Looks to me like someone's got a grudge. I don't know.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? No, really,
Hey.
no, we have no idea.
Man, that's just this does not bode well for us.
For the chats or for streams, the sake of stream, 75359.
Including 2 nat 1s.
And two nat ones. These are all with their modifiers.
Okay, the hallway proceeds towards what you think is a dining room. You need to move to another window to get a good look.
Nope, not inside.
We have the password in theory if we want to go inside, but
Not till I'm done scouting.
make a full loop before we decide to break and enter.
Especially with those rolls.
Right? Yeah, I think we should try and figure out as much as we can about the outside of the place. And then get what we can from the inside anyway, from peering in.
Okay.
Yeah, no shit.
This window, chairs and candelabras accompany a large dining table. The heads of several deer are mounted on the wall.
Oh, looks like someone was a hunter.
Some point in this family's long history, mayhap.
Undead before dawn.
Okay,
Honestly,
next. Do you
kinda...
keep moving?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, right. You can also see through the slightly ajar door into a large kitchen that you think you see some flies.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yuck.
Someone hasn't been paying attention to their health and
Let's have a better look at that kitchen.
There's no window there for you to get a better look than.
Oh, this is not a window?
That is not a window.
looks like
Oh,
a
okay.
chimney stove something.
I heard a cactus. through
Okay,
the
you
door,
you
but not
advance a
through
little
this door.
further.
There.
Hold on.
I was trying to get to the right spot. I'm sorry.
Fair. Just. All right. Okay. You look through the window. The dusty room contains a bed, a wardrobe, a writing desk, and something that is now staring at you.
Ugh.
I duck.
It shrieks.
Oh, I'm gonna shuffle low and move this way along the floor.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, sure. I will happily do saving throw.
Pretend that was Clayton, not Buddy.
And get back there. Saving throw
Wait, no!
first.
Like ducked down and started to sidle over.
Yeah, but wisdom saving throw first.
Wisdom saving throw first. Okay. Wisdom saving throw first. Wisdom.
Meanwhile, the peanut gallery have heard the shrieking noise. Congratulations!
I sidle away safely.
Hey,
Or with less damage.
it starts to crash against the window.
Oh, sidling quickly away. Sidling
boy.
quickly away.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't bode well for us.
Nope.
Well, aren't we glad we scouted?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
personally,
Not-
we can always come back to this window and let it try to keep going through the window and try to kill it from the outside.
Okay.
There is more room out here.
You'd have to guide people. You'd have to signal people around somehow if the noise didn't trip everyone to getting the hell over there quickly.
I
So
don't
we
want
hear
to
the
go
shrieking and then we hear a wet thumping window shaking noise.
Look.
You
I
also
don't-
hear a thump of a possible smack against the window. Yes.
I don't want to run towards the shrieking banshee ghost lady. I want to run away from the shrieking banshee ghost lady.
Oh, who said anything about a shrieking banshee ghost lady? Here, let me.
That's what I assume it is.
It's a gibbering mouther.
Yep.
At least that's what I'm pretty sure it is. That's what its little icon looks like to me.
Uh-huh.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah,
that's
that's
even
just-
worse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
am definitely running away from that. I would like to run away from that, please.
Well, you might not have a lot of choice if you want to get through here. Jamisha, knowing what you now know, do you wish to run away towards the next window or back towards the party?
Oh, I'm gonna go to the next window.
Hey,
You are a
I'm
far braver
Clayton's
woman
just
than I
gonna-
am.
Not as
I'm
head to the
taking
party.
notes. I'm
Clayton's
here
Okay.
taking notes. Last note was like,
Bro, this is true. We have
Scary
to use a
slime
passcode
thing
to
with
potentially
lots
get
of
into the
eyes
window.
that
Who knows how long
scream.
it's going to take to get out of the window?
Fair enough.
As I was saying, Clayton's going to nod to the party and say, someone we should probably go and check, see if Gem needs backup. Can we get two of you to go there? I'm going to keep watching the door because stealth is blown.
yeah, this one you do hit. There are advantages to stealthing sometimes, but it's a little bit don't act old.
yeah, this is to scout so we know what's in here. I don't expect us to be able to stealth this.
Oh, absolutely. But Clayton wants to make sure the person he's courting is safe.
Okay,
Oh, well, whatever. He's taking care of the horses.
hey,
He wants to make sure she's
as
safe,
you look
but
at
he's not
this
willing.
window,
Yes, as I look at this window.
this dusty room does not contain a gibbering mouther. It does
goodness.
contain a bed, a wardrobe,
Okay.
a writing desk,
Oh.
and
And
Is it a
Hey,
whole corner?
and you hear something. You hear something you don't think is a good thing to be hearing.
okay, I
He
get
is the
really
Lord.
low.
He is the land. He is the Lord. He is the land.
I get really low and just listen for a little bit.
The,
And that's
the
all he
windows
says?
suddenly have biting teeth.
Oh, backing away.
Ah, damn it, we found the Mormons. I mean,
Duh.
Mimics. The mimics. Yes, the mimics. It's a room full of mimics. I can tell.
Well, as you back away, the teeth disappear.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
Right note. Window
Okay.
has teeth. Probably full of mimics. Period. Moving on. I guess I go around this. Over to here.
Okay. Yep. Here, in fact, I'll reveal. I'll quickly do a small zone reveal. Just take a little bit of time and just reveal that that's kind of an edge quarter. Okay. Next one.
He's just too dumb to know fear.
Hmm.
Okay. This reveals a
He is
relatively
Lord,
empty room.
he is Lamb.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was just writing down, he is the Lord, he is the land, for the window teeth. I'm taking notes.
Yeah. At least one person gets what I just said.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Did I say I wouldn't change the adventure paths?
Mm,
So, what do I see?
Okay, this one, the room is largely empty other than some dust. There are stairs going upward on the left
Okay.
to your left-hand side. Okay.
Nothing there. Moving on to the next one. To continue my map and my notes.
Okay.
I'm more cautiously looking around the corner into this window. I'm not just going to be blatantly looking in. Look cautiously.
Let's hold on a second. Where my d20s go? Oh. And the dice tower. You hear glass shatter before you have a chance to look.
oh.
I hear what?
Glass shatter.
Oh, okay. It's not looking in then. Gonna wait a moment. Listen a little while longer.
That is the glass from the room where you saw the gibbering mouther.
Oh!
And it is outside. And it is crawling.
The opposite direction of me!
It is disgusting.
I'm going to really quickly, when I hear the window crash, can I do something?
Yes.
I'm going to use one of my paper birds. And I'm going to send it to probably Clayton. With a note that says, giant pink thing with lots of mouths. Coming my way or coming your way? Go.
Hey. All right. Now, with this said, do you keep poking this room? I'm basically going to force the scene in a moment here.
That's fine.
Do you poke this? Do you choose to glance at this room, or do you choose to get to the party?
I will glance into this room first, and then go to the party.
Okay.
Just a quick look. Nothing
The
dangerous.
walls of this setting room are decorated with grim paintings, but all furnishings have been removed except for a 10-foot square rug in the middle of the floor and a sword mounted in the middle of one wall.
Okay, jot that down, and rush over.
Oh, I revealed something I should not have.
Well,
We
I
didn't
wrote it
say
all
that
down.
room.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go back around this way, rather than keep going. Because I want to check to see which way the gibbering mouther is going, so I know if I can go behind it or not. Well, since I don't see it, I'm gonna keep running this way. And
Clayton!
Yep, Clayton got the warning, so he's just gonna say,
Stop! Jarisha, stop!
okay, I stopped.
As you were saying Jade?
yeah, with Clayton getting that warning, he's just gonna say, okay, weapons up, everyone. We've got something big and ugly coming.
Oh, fun.
Alright.
Okay. With that said,
And Clayton is also going to advise, be prepared to shoot anything that... Be prepared to kill anything that doesn't look like Jamisha.
okay.
He's preparing the ambush.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. With that said, do you want it?
Enough.
Okay. Are you choosing to use a prepped ambush?
Yes.
Yeah.
Clayton is
Okay.
moving back out of range of the corner.
And I need 1 minute. My sincerest apologies.
No problem.
Oh, good. I'm actually gonna go AFK myself for a second.
Okay.
What am I low on?
My sincerest apologies for that
Okay.
phone call.
No problem.
Relatively important.
No te preocupes, mijo.
Alright, alright. So it is Jamisha,
See.
do you as you see signs of it moving, do you choose to stay at this corner so it doesn't spot you until
Until
you
it goes
start?
around the corner. Yeah.
Okay. Then we are going to start combat here. Except midday. Wisdom save.
Shivering.
Thanks, I hate it.
You're fine. Everyone, roll initiative.
Midnight just dead eyes the thing.
Me too? Or no?
Yes, you included.
Yay! Ren is still AFK, so.
Okay.
Despite my wisdom save, I am not rolling.
Good lord, we are rolling like crap. I hope we get a surprise round for being prepared.
Would
Sweet
be
baby
nice.
Well,
Jesus,
at least I got
everyone.
a nat one on initiative.
Sweet baby Jesus, all of you. ¿Qué están haciendo aquí?
Ay, sorry.
Roll initiative.
Yep.
May you get something better than us.
Oh,
Slightly. Okay.
cool.
Sorry.
Bad news. You have an advantageous position. It has a turn.
So we don't get a free turn because it's being ambushed?
It isn't capable. It is not conceptually capable of being surprised.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
That's fair.
Yeah, fair.
I don't know. I think all those mouths could probably make a pretty good simultaneous jaw drop.
I'm imagining a Worthy Kids kind of series of expressions.
Okay. It babbles and noises incoherently
Disgusting.
as it charges towards Mitney. Okay, Mitney, what's your AC?
14.
You barely dodge this thing's attempt to bite at you. This mouth is huge. It is horrifying.
And it was not there 2 seconds prior. Wonderful.
Okay. A small glob of some weird chemical lands in front of Zephiel. Clayton, Zephiel, and Ari. Double checking the type. Dexterity saving throw.
Oh my.
As
Dexterity.
the glob explodes in a flash of light.
Hey.
You're fine.
Damn it, Windows, stop that.
You're fine.
Ari, Dex.
Oh, there's a language I get with this class I did not notice.
Rinka.
Do you have Rin?
I roll. It's underneath my initiative.
Oh.
It
It's the
is.
same
You're
number,
fine.
so it was very confusing.
Yeah,
Yes.
17 again.
Okay, you three are fine for the moment, but yeah.
Probably
And
don't want to
let's-
stay there.
Well, it's not. It's a single plat, and does not recharge. Yeah.
It's a blob on the ground, and there's not much debris left. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not like there's a sudden puddle of stuff.
Correct. All right. Let's see. That means Ari, your turn. And
Woo.
check something. 5, 10, 15, 20. Wisdom save!
Wait, Wait, am I actioning or doing a different
Wisdom
roll?
save first.
Wisdom save first.
Alright.
No problem.
Ugh.
You're fine. Take your turn.
I'm going to shoot at it.
Okay. Alright. You've got your options. Pick the combination you're deploying, if any, or just start shooting.
So then I started blasting.
Yes. In addition, you may roll an intelligence check. A poor result will not result in anything bad. Okay.
Oh,
good.
that was safe.
Good, you specified.
Yes.
Yes, but nothing good comes either. But you feel free to roll your attack. Based on the noises the noises do not consist of the word Edward. You're pretty sure it's not the puppy.
Oh, that's awful. That's so bad.
So I'm assuming Hawkeye is similar to Hunter's Mark?
It lets you ignore cover, and it enables called shot.
Okay, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to enable called shot. So,
Okay.
Using Hawkeye.
All right. You should have a count for how many uses of it you have. Decrement that by 1, please.
Dirt.
Okay. And I will put a. Let's see what mark to put on it specifically for Hawkeye. Because if you also deploy Hunter's Mark, I want to be able to tell which one's which.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a kind of wavy half haze symbol for on it. So it now has your Hunter's Mark. Until you die, it dies, or it leaves your sight for a while.
Okay.
You can ignore half or 3/4 cover against this thing.
Is called shot gonna be next turn?
You can You can do your called shot with your attack this turn.
Okay.
Check something.
I'm like Shiba Inu.
Yep.
Kind of doesn't really have a chest, but it also doesn't entirely have a head either. But I guess it has more of a head than it has a chest. So I'm gonna go with headshot.
Okay. Roll your attack. If it lands, you will deal damage as normal.
Okay.
If you also choose to use an arcane shot, you can choose to consume use and apply one of those effects on it. But
I'll hold on to arcane shot for the time being.
Yeah, don't forget that those recharge on long rests.
Yep.
Unless you find what you think's a safe room within. Okay. That does hit.
Ooh.
Okay. It takes a chunk of damage, and let's see, that is a con save. Nat 1! Give me a extra 1d10 damage.
Nice.
Okay. Not a bad start at all. Jamisha, since you did have a distant position and you see things, I'm going to give you a free action dash. So you get to move 60 feet. You can choose to move outwards over to the side that's meant to represent the second floor to try and get an angle of attack.
5, 10. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can move to this line.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that does mean. Okay, so this is where
That's
the
it for
map
my
breaks.
turn, right?
That was a free bonus for your dash.
Oh.
If you wish to use your action to dash further, you can get directly into range, and I have to reveal a little more. I have to strike out sport. Yeah.
Well, is he not in range?
He's around the corner still from where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't
So-
Eldritch Blast him yet.
Nope. You can use your action to get a further move to get into position. As you start to get real particularly close, the noises start to shall we say cease to be sensical. Queuing, you may give me an intelligence check. Or save.
If you get close. Of course.
Okay. That works. You figure that if you're more than 20 feet away from this thing, the noises aren't going to interrupt your mind, so to speak.
Okay, so how much further till he's in my line of sight?
Okay. I'm
Like
going
here?
to. Yes. And
Or
then
one more?
I'll presume you're further back, and we'll apply a bit of theater of the mind to set if you choose to stay out of range, out of its
Okay.
range, to give yourself a bit of room.
Okay.
Okay. Clayton, start of the extremely low initiative rolls, gang.
Wisdom save or
Yes.
well, let's see.
Okay, let's see.
Come on, low save requirement.
Not that low, unfortunately. Let's see. You move. Your brain loses track of everything. For several seconds, your brain is doing the equivalent of just utterly babbling. Your turn. By the time your turn concludes, you are out of its range. Midday.
Okay, roll a 9.
Wisdom saving throw again.
Midnight. Wah.
Well, that's a really good thing to tell us what the range of the save is.
Yeah.
You're fine, barely.
Yay.
Midnight looks at it, looks at her hands, looks at it, and goes, "Ah,
Okay.
punch."
So you started
Wow.
punching. And then you started punching, and that hits.
Oh,
This thing
roll
isn't
it does.
exactly.
it.
This thing ain't exactly moving, shall we say?
Mm-hmm.
And with martial arts, you hit again, or you attack again.
I am debating. Yeah, I'm going to hit it again.
Okay. That also does hit. So that's a total of 11 damage to it. Okay. That said, this thing still seems pretty darn tough.
None of its eyes are crossing yet. Okay.
No. But yeah. For the record, Clayton, you have the choice of having said something utterly incoherent during the time you were moving.
I was just typing.
Amazing.
My brain automatically follows this up with Wolf and Sheep's Clothing, thanks to the Three Barons play this year.
Oh no.
Literally, we've kind of talked about your wagon's extended warranty. Sorry, we're not interested. I toss a sheep to the wolf. It holds it up. Wolf and Sheep's Clothing?
We are not tossing a horse to the Javering Mouther.
Good call! This is a wise choice. Any other actions, Mitney?
I am staring at my... Do I want to use a key yet? Basically. No.
Okay. Zephiel,
Hello.
as you might guess, wisdom save.
Woo.
Don't roll a 9. Or lower.
I didn't.
In fact, I'm going to give this
You sure didn't?
I rolled way better than I expected I would.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, you don't have a cart to talk about the warranty of.
I'm just going to mark the range for player convenience and note that, Jamisha is out of that range. So, yeah. Just for the sake of going forward, anytime you start a turn in that range, you have a risk of losing your turn.
Fun stuff.
So. Alright, with that said, you do have your full turn actions, so...
Woo. Let me see what I got here. Oh boy. I'm going to do a whalm at the enemy.
Okay. That one misses.
Damn. Well, that's my turn.
Do you wish to move?
Yeah, I'll probably move back a few paces. About there.
Okay. Archivist, you do not start your turn in range. No saving throw required.
Hey. Okay, I am going to
Barf. Because
No.
this thing is disgusting.
It's not the worst thing Archivist has ever seen.
You have a better stomach than I do.
That's because this is the worst thing you've ever seen. Anyway, oh baby, one bursting out the window from behind. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna. Yep. Just gonna walk up and hit the bastard.
Okay.
Archie smash.
You're gonna have to roll a wisdom save.
Nope. Only on
No.
start of turn.
Yep.
Oh,
I didn't
okay, cool.
start my turn there.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that.
Cool.
That's nice.
But they are going to start their turn next turn there.
Hello?
Okay.
God damn it, I'm clicking on my 7. It is not showing up.
Are you getting the normal roll thingy for advantage?
No, it's not doing anything.
That's weird.
Roy.
You have pop-ups blocked?
Nope. It decided to put the roll option under the character sheet for
Yeah,
some
it does that.
reason. It has never done that for me
It does
before.
that to me every time.
That's deeply annoying. Okay. All right. Well, we know that hits.
That indeed hits.
So.
Take a little off the top.
All right. And I'm good for the moment.
Okay.
I'll save my other shit for later.
We haven't even gone in the house yet.
Exactly.
Chomp! It misses Archivist. Again, scarily closely. But gotta check one more detail. Okay. Ari! Wisdom saving throw!
Son of a bitch.
Well, at least now we know how far.
Alright.
Now I'm
Hold
gonna be
on.
bothered by about the warranty.
Or something else.
You. Okay,
At least I got a good start on it.
bonk. Bonk. Let's see. You bonk into the door.
Ow.
Let's do a give me a raw d20 check of your luck.
Oh no.
I will laugh if you open it.
Oh
Move your
damn!
head.
Bonk. The door does not open. As you might guess, that could very easily have made things much worse if you'd rolled badly. So
Yeah.
But you didn't.
You rolled quite well, in fact.
Incredibly.
as you regain awareness, now outside of its range, yeah, you are against the front door. Your turn concludes. Jamisha, you are not in range in spite of the visuals, so you do not need to roll the wisdom saving throw. You may choose to shuffle your position accordingly.
Am I still in range to hit it with an Eldritch Blast?
You may want to shuffle to get up to make sure it has no cover, but after that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta say that does. Yeah, that's close enough. No, it does not have cover against you any further.
Alright. Eldritch Blast.
That hits. Okay. You think about the incoherent noises, there's something resembling a shriek.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Clayton! You do have your turn. No save required.
Fantastic. You know what? I got a new skill I'm going to use.
Show me what's behind door number gun.
And as he is surrounded, more or less, this will be a sneak attack.
Actually, your imposing advantage makes it a sneak attack regardless.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, either way.
Okay, roll me that damage, and then throw in your 2d6 of sneak attack.
Just letting you know, my character sheet has not updated. Well, I can update that pretty quickly.
Good night. Oh,
I can't update that. So it'll need a quick update to 2d6.
Why doesn't it? Okay. Alright. Yep, then you... Okay, there. Okay. Ooh. That shot pierces in. You feel it, you see it twitch. But it's not down yet. Mitney!
Don't buy the wall of
Wisdom saving throw.
But if I want to just launch into the air and chomp at that.
Mm.
Pretty sure
You're
that was a pass.
fine. You don't say anything terribly revelatory. You're incoherent. That hits decisively. Somehow it still stands.
And then another punch.
Roll it.
I can't believe
It collapses. The ground around it practically flailing into incoherent goo.
Mitney's just gonna stand there
You
with
may
her
wanna-
hands like, gross.
You may want to back away.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's backing away
Yeah.
and
Because-
like wiping her hands on the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, the very ground around it. In fact, I'm going to give you a bit of a painting. Womp 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 womp.
Wop, 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 wop.
There. All that's difficult terrain now.
Gross.
It's going to be for the remainder of the night.
Gross.
Remainder of the adventure.
Ew.
I am very glad that I am going to stay on the wall for this.
Are you sure you wish to continue to investigating the second floor?
Yeah,
Well-
Clayton's just gonna say,
Well, I want to finish the first floor.
There's only one door left on the first floor if you wish to run back around and check it.
yeah. Clayton is gonna say,
Okay.
so that was a surprise.
Not a welcome one.
Like
Mhm.
going, I
Ew,
just,
likey.
like, it saw me real quick. All them eyes.
Mm.
This is why
Also-
we're staying ahead.
I'm like going. Also, there's a window with mouths, as well.
Oh, ew.
They're probably all mimics.
Disgusting!
Okay.
Anything that looks at me back when I peek
No.
around the window?
No, this one is just dust and cobwebs. All the furniture has been removed.
Okay. Alright, with that done, I'll go back to the group and inform them of everything I found. So, with the dust removing, the window that says, Lord is the land, whatever I wrote down for the chanting, that room did have furniture in it, conspicuously, versus other rooms where there was no furniture. There was, of course, the room with the thing that got out of the house, that we just killed.
Oh, right.
That disgusting thing.
Mhm.
Disgusting!
On the other hand, it broke out, which means if we go through that window, it's not breaking in.
That's valid. We can actually technically go through
We could
that
do
window,
that.
rather than through the front doors.
Just
Yeah.
cash.
I wouldn't want to go through the front doors just because that owlbear carpet unnerves me.
Yeah, that looks like
Mhm.
it's gonna come out. It's
Mhm.
looking
Looks
right
like
at
it's
us.
gonna.
Us.
It looks like it might get up and move
Yeah.
because it's watching the doors.
Might be an owlbear
Mhm.
from the top rope.
Mhm.
No, it's not. It's definitely not on the top rope.
You never know.
Good.
Not with that attitude.
It would have to get up a bit higher to be from the top rope. Got a few
Anyway.
floors.
So I don't know if I want to scale the top floor and look through the windows there as well. Not unless all of you were shuffling around under me. So if something
Mm-mm.
freaks me out, y'all can catch it.
Mhm.
Well, I'd be happy to follow you, but that kind of sets the tone for the night. It'd be nice to
Mhm.
have info, but this is your call. Clayton is volunteering to catch her if she needs, but he is also well aware that, given what we've seen so far, it might not be a good idea.
Well, I've at least got us a good map of the first floor. There's a bunch, of course, in the middle I probably haven't seen, but it's a start. And we already killed one
Mhm.
thing that was nasty in a room.
Mm-hmm.
It's a start.
There's just
Yeah.
definitely this room, and I circled the one with the furniture. Like going, that window has got teeth. That one.
Window has teeth.
And
Mhm.
enchanted.
And enchanted.
Or you may have heard, the chanting may have come from inside. It's kind of hard to tell from a closed window if it was the window
Yeah.
itself or not, but
But, you know,
Just
this
to
window had
clarify.
mouths, you know, I kind of could have been the mouths themselves saying it. So who
Mhm.
knows? Or it could have come from inside. I couldn't tell.
And you say that was next door to the one that Big Ugly came through, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And that's the only room with like the room with the big ugly had furniture in it too, but this one had the most amount of furniture besides like the dining room. The other two rooms here were completely. These other rooms were completely bereft of furniture. So
Well, given that we're dealing with mages, that doesn't guarantee anything. Could just be
no, but it just makes me think that the furniture in that room with the talking with the window with mouths might be a mimic room.
Yeah.
That's
Clayton
all.
likes the idea
Yeah.
of going in here, but if Jem wants to do a little more
No,
investigating,
no, I'm good.
okay, Clayton is just going to look at Buddy, tell him, don't worry, we're good with this cart. You don't got to worry about any warranty. Pet Buddy on the head and just say, wait
Oh my
for us.
god.
Mm.
Well, I say we still go through the room that the thing came out of.
Yeah, Clayton agrees. Clayton wants to go up to that room unless anyone has a better plan.
Nope.
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 Go into the gibbering mouth room.
Mhm.
Oh,
Gotta take care of the gibbering mouther.
Clayton is a little curious about the room with the
I'm-
windows, and it's safe to
This is
go.
true. The teeth.
The
Let's
teeth
inspect the teeth window too.
okay. Go ahead and everyone, please move around. I'm going to open up a chunk of space up above for you to take advantage of. A little bit along the side. Yeah, basically at this point, as people examine these windows, I count. Oh, there's all 6 of you. DM layer notes, so just concealing Ari. So you got the broken window. The ground around some of the edge around it is kind of in weird brown mess as well. In addition to the broken glass, make sure you have your boots on. This window does not appear to have teeth at the moment. The teeth are missing.
Oh, okay, that's nice. That's great for us. Let's move around it.
Yeah, we ain't close enough to get bit.
Yep.
And I'm fine with that.
Clayton's just going to look at Jem, cock his pistol, and raise it to the window and say, do we want to see if this is a mimic, or do we just want to leave it be?
I mean, sure, shoot it. Why not?
Hmm.
I'm like going, takes out a weapon. I'm like going, just in case.
Brace
Where's
yourselves,
popcorn
people.
when
If
we
this
need
is
it?
another fight, I want to be ready and not get initiative rolls that low.
I mean, it's really not up to me. It's up to the dice, but okay.
The dice gods.
Maybe
Mhm.
like quietly start pulling dice from the bag. Okay. So, do you choose to shoot the window?
Clayton's going to shoot the window.
All right. Go ahead and give me a attack roll.
And I am not using steady shot because if that thing jumps out, I want to get away.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay. The
Roll
window?
damage, or do I just break teethy glass?
The window
Yeah.
shatters. There are no sign of teethy glass. It does not appear to be a mimic.
Okay. Well,
Oh, don't ask me. I know what I saw.
I believe you. I believe you. I just think we kind of want to give this room wide berth. So, Mitney, let's go around the broken window and
The other broken window.
Yeah.
The one you didn't break.
Nope.
okay. Clayton's gonna go first. He is going to pluck the glass carefully so that they can get through it without cutting up their hands and shit. Thank you, Project Zomboid.
Yep.
Okay. As you go in, nothing much seems to happen. The room appears to be empty. I will just tell you straight up, if you bother to search, you're not going to find much in the desk or any of that.
Okay. Well, after a quick cursory look, Clayton's just gonna beckon out the window for everyone to come in.
Ooh, shiny.
Okay.
And the door is closed, yes?
Yes.
Move over to the door.
When I get in, I'm gonna go to the ceiling so there's plenty of room.
All right. Archivist, do you come in before the
Yeah.
door is opened? Okay. Clayton, do you open the door?
Clayton's gonna put his ear to it first.
You don't hear much. You don't hear much. It's quiet.
Okay. Carefully open the door.
Okay.
That's what I imagine
Never
happened.
oil the hinges.
Okay.
I just imagine that the hinges squeak. That's all.
Small circular pedestals dot the room, each one large enough to hold a couple of drinking cups. In the corners of the room stand 4 suits of armor. The 2 on the west side of the room are noticeably cleaner than the others. The one of the 2 on the east side of the room
I'm assuming those corners are the armors.
is swinging a sword at you. It misses badly.
What if we just shut the door?
That didn't work out so well for me last time, but how thick is the door?
Not very. Also,
yeah,
I can't.
this thing is just going to pull a here's Johnny if we shut the door on it.
Yeah.
So roll
Clayton's
for
going
initiative.
to duck the sword. And, well, let's roll initiative to see if...
I don't know.
Yeah.
The DM hasn't told us to, so I'm not sure if we're rolling for it.
Do it. Yes. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
God damn it.
Yeah, this. Well, good news. It didn't roll better than every one of you this time. Jesus Christ. 6,
Oh my
7,
God!
7, 8, 9, 4.
Damn, guys. Damn. It's like, at least we're hitting well. You know, the initiative is
Yeah.
garbage, but we can smack shit.
Yep.
In addition, another one does activate.
Son of a...
Are these the clean ones or the dirty ones?
The dirty ones.
Huh.
Maybe they need a... Quick, does anyone have anything to do with water? What's the jug set to?
You're not solving this with around a power wash simulator.
Why not?
God, it would have been cool.
Okay, but what if you fill one of them with mayonnaise?
Oh.
Well, Zephiel, do you choose to try and find that out?
Well, I'm not the one with the jug. It's Ari.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Zephiel can probably see both of them from where she is.
yeah, probably. I only have like one offensive attack, and that's
Well,
what I'm
those
gonna
bastards.
do.
Or you feel free to support people. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do.
Nobody needs healing yet.
That's true.
So I'm gonna
Don't
take
forget.
on the one that's closest to me, the one right there,
Okay.
and I'm whelming it. Damn it! I missed. I fucking missed it.
It doesn't seem to even notice.
I would
Yeah,
say
that's
that was rather.
what I thought.
Ari, do
It
you
was like-
want to experiment with filling the animated armor with mayonnaise?
Yeah.
Very quiet in the back.
Terrible influences, all of you. Yes, I'm gonna try it.
Oh,
I have no
God.
idea what to roll for that, but we're gonna find out, I guess.
Approach and give me a. I'm going to treat this almost like a pseudo grapple check. So roll athletic.
I was gonna say you need to get into melee range, grapple, and maintain the grapple while you pour the mayonnaise.
Oh my god.
This is a punk's plan.
It is.
All right, let's tango, me and you.
Nice.
Okay, let's see. What does it roll? Okay, you actually have it grappled for the moment. You may start to pour the mayonnaise.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Endless mayonnaise pours.
Now, just 6 gallons.
Just 6 gallons, but you know, was in the terms of
Sounds just
mayonnaise.
a lot.
In terms of mayonnaise, that might as well be endless.
Endless, yeah.
Mm,
All right. You're not sure what the result of this is yet. Jamisha!
Well, it's grappled.
Yeah,
With
it's
my
not
friend.
more safely.
Oh, right. Yeah. This does mean it has functional half cover because you need to try and adjust your shot to not risk hitting Ari. So, if you do shoot, its effective AC will be raised by 2.
Oh, I'm not gonna shoot anything. I'm not gonna shoot at Ari. Ari's in mid grapple. I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna shoot at that guy.
Shoot at the south one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Ari's busy. I'm gonna let him do his thing with his thing.
His thing with his mayonnaise.
You know, that's his thing with his mayonnaise. No.
Force
That does
feeding.
not work this time.
I'm like going, damn it.
Damn.
It plinks off of the armor ineffectually.
Can we have a redo on this entire session?
mm,
Can I take 5 steps to the side so people can get out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's within your move range. It's not a 5-foot step. Your total move can be split before and after your action
Awesome.
in 5e. Clayton! The one that just tried to sword you is now struggling to avoid getting
Mayonnaise.
You're not sure what's gonna happen here, but you are sure that there's another one that looks ready to move any second now.
What I do know for a fact is that if this thing that Ari is grappling tries to move, it's going to be full of mayonnaise, so it's probably got disadvantage from a mechanical standpoint.
You don't know that yet.
Hey, from an OOC standpoint, I can assume. But yes.
Yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen with that.
We can only hope.
Clayton's just gonna look to Mitney and say, "Get in close to that thing. I want to shoot its head off when it's distracted."
Thumbs up.
And he's gonna move over to this door so that no one else can barge through it, and holding his action to shoot after Mitney attacks.
Hey,
Or Mitney gets into.
Where is
it does
Mitney
not
gets
have an
touched.
attack of opportunity because of the positioning. Your action is your held action is declared. Mitney's turn.
Where is the
Mitney.
Clayton icon? Oh, it's over there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Down by the door.
Okay.
Down by the bay.
Where the watermelons grow.
Mitney looks at the armor, looks at her hands, and goes, "Dang it, next!"
It's
You
okay,
have-
this is better than the squishy thing.
Yeah, I'll take the rocks over the
Blink.
squishy thing.
Blink, blink. And then
I'll take the statues.
Hey! Ow.
Why?
Too much clank, not enough ratchet.
Okay.
Mm,
The armor on Ari, the one that is mayonnaise. It does not seem to care. It is attempting to punch Ari.
Ah!
Buddy.
Has to break the grapple, but yeah.
Remind me. Oh no, it's not bothering to break the grapple. It's just punching.
Mechanically, D&D wise, grappling means it is. Hold on, I need to look at that because that
oh
may
yeah,
actually.
no, 5e doesn't actually prevent it from attacking.
It has
prevents movement,
disadvantage.
not attacking.
It prevents
Yeah.
movement, and it gives disadvantage to attack anyone other than the attacker. Other
Yes,
than the
he has to be
grappler.
pinned to keep from getting.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay, so
And yeah, so Ari, what's your AC?
14.
You take 2 clobbers for a total of 10 damage.
Ow.
we need Christmas.
Mitney, what's your AC?
14.
You take 1 clobber for 5 damage.
Bleh.
Alright.
But if it's a suit of armor, and assuming there's nothing inside the suit of armor because, it's living on its own, and the mayonnaise is going through it, wouldn't the mayonnaise come out any cracks and make the floor slippery?
Not enough yet to be a problem for it,
Yet.
or fortunately for you.
Okay.
Archivist,
I will
your
take that.
turn!
I will
Well,
take
on the
that.
bright
Listen-
side, at least it's not an actual clam type creature. Because if
Yeah.
it was, it might start eating the mayonnaise. Though if it was, the
Wasn't
mayonnaise might make it sick.
holding an attack until I got there.
Oh, right, yes. Clayton, roll your attack.
Since it has attacked me and has proven it is very distracted.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That imposes advantage for sneak attack.
Not advantage, but it opposes sneak attack ability. It does not impose advantage.
That's true. Thank you. Helps if I look at the right screen.
Also would be a good idea, yes. If you're trying to click a Vika stream, that's not going to work.
16.
Pink! It does not hit.
Or
This thing's made of solid plate.
Hmm.
You little bastard.
Hmm.
Oh,
Burn! Zephiel.
Hi.
16.
Mhm.
Well, let's see here.
We skipped me.
Did we? Oh, I'm sorry. Archivist,
Yeah.
archivist.
Oh, Archie, go.
Go, Archie, go!
Meanwhile,
Archie very
Ari's...
quietly, you skipped me.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
Ari's screaming, "My face, my beautiful face!"
Okay.
Your face! Okay. Yeah. These things apparently have a pretty bonkers armor class, which makes sense. They're literally made of plate mail.
Yep,
annoying.
yep.
My face!
My face!
Not your moneymaker.
Mm.
Not an actual line. The armor does not speak. Thus, it does not say, I'm going to punch your face. In the face.
Gonna punch your
Yeah,
face
like,
with your
probably the same.
face.
Well, it does not speak. So, Archivist, your actual action.
Yes. I was just checking my spell list real fast to see if I had anything that would actually be super helpful. The answer is no, so I'm just gonna try and shoot it.
Ironically, Shatter would have been perfect for this.
Yeah,
Right?
it would
Yeah.
have.
Damn it!
But I can't do that. So. Ba-da-ba-da.
Oh, I know what I can do though. I'll do it next turn.
Okay.
Nope.
Zephiel, your turn.
Well, I'm just gonna do a vicious mockery on the one in front of Ari. And your mother was a hamster, though.
Okay, because that was a saving throw, isn't it?
Yep.
Steve Irwin wouldn't consider you a beautiful creature.
Not even Robin Williams would
You're
try
not
to make you
sure,
laugh.
but you think it worked?
Damn, the bots are out in force today.
They really are.
They got like 3 of them
Ari!
already.
We're up to 5 bands so far.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Ari.
Sorry, 6.
Damn. They are just out.
Getting busy.
They really are. They're all likely bangers. Ugh.
If
Get
Ari
on that
tries
switch.
to pin, he can
Oh,
impose
shit.
disadvantage on it for saving throws and give us advantage for attacks. He can try to keep pouring in mayonnaise.
I mean, he's kind of gotten himself punched in the face twice now. I don't know if he really wants to keep being anywhere near this thing.
If you try to get away, it's going to get an opportunity attack.
Yeah,
You're
I
kind
know.
of- and you can try to disengage. Or actually, you could disengage freely. You could try to get away.
Right. Oh,
Can
Clayton's
you-
the one with.
I'm just wondering if you can ungrapple and shoot it in the face.
I still think that imposes attack of opportunity. Because I'm literally right in its path.
Yeah, so long as you're grappling, all it can do is punch you. If you try to pin, it can resist, and if it does, it can still attack you. But if you do pin, it can't do anything. It is at disadvantage on all saves, and we all have an advantage to attack it.
So try to pin it, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's that or continue pouring mayonnaise into it.
Show off your wrestling moves.
Show me your moves.
Show
Okay.
me what you got.
I guess, alright, what am I rolling for pin?
Alright, I actually have to look this up. Okay, pin normally requires the grappler feat, actually, but I'm gonna give you the shot to try anyways. You use your action to attempt to pin. Okay,
You make another athletics check, and so does it. And if you succeed, it's pinned.
okay.
Good roll.
You've got a pin on it for the moment. With it pinned, you are and the creature are both considered restrained. Attack rolls against it have advantage. Its own attack rolls have disadvantage. It has disadvantage on dex saving throws and speed speed is just hard 0 for the moment. So yeah, you've got your chance to start blasting.
Yeah,
Speaking of, Javisha,
I'm gonna the one that's fighting with Meatnik. I'm gonna cast Hex on it,
ooh,
and I'm gonna drop its Constitution.
Oh.
okay. Can you? Okay, hold on. Let me.
Yeah, I
look
know.
the
I'll try to figure out how to do it.
spell
I'm trying to
up.
figure out how to do it on the phone.
Oh, of course, we didn't put the text in.
I found it. Give me a second.
Okay, hang on.
The important part, I think.
Okay. So whenever you hit it with an attack, and as a bonus action, so you still get your regular shot.
So you can still use Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
Yep.
And you'll deal extra damage.
So then I started blasting.
Okay. The ability I choose is Constitution, so that way. Okay.
Yep. So it's got disadvantage on con saves.
Yes.
And then start hitting to start piling on that necrotic damage.
All right. So I will try again with another Eldritch Blast. And pray. No.
You have
Dice are not
advantage.
liking us.
Oh, I have advantage. I didn't know that. Sorry.
Well, he was attacking Mitney's, not
Oh,
Ari's.
sorry. Then yeah, no, you do not have advantage, and
Oh, okay.
that's unfortunately that.
Yep, that's fine.
Clayton.
Clayton, seeing that Ari is now pinned, is going to move around, and he's just going to say, "Protect Ari from the other one." So we really need someone here and here and here.
Okay.
But
Where's
he's moving.
Archivist needs to move out of there. So how does that feel?
Well,
Yeah.
right now they're in a good place. We just want them to move before the next turn.
Okay.
How did they? Okay.
So Clayton is now blocking access to Ari from that point. And he's just going to draw another pistol, hold it down to the head. No, he's not. He's not going to deafen poor Ari.
Yeah.
Problem with that plan.
Do you want to run into Elliot's minimum effective range? Because that's how you run into Elliot's minimum effective range.
But we do have the magic sword that we never sold.
We do have that.
Not on my character sheet, now that I think about it.
Okay.
I have a sword. I have 2 short swords, apparently. A dagger, a pistol. It was a rapier, wasn't it?
I think
Yeah,
so.
it was a rapier.
Yeah, it was a magical glowing rapier, so...
Magical
and I think
glowing
for
thing.
purposes it didn't have a +1, it was just magical.
So sort of having
It's just aesthetic.
It's aesthetic, but the important thing is it's magical, so it can hit magical vulnerable enemies.
Okay.
Which these guys aren't, but it's important to note.
Yep. All right. Well, pick your attack and roll it, please.
Yep, he
Because
is going to stab down with his magical glowing rapier into the pinned armor's head.
Okay. Roll it with advantage.
I don't have a rapier on this thing. I'm looking to see if I can do that quickly.
Allow me.
Yeah, probably better. Rapiers are finesse weapons, thank God.
Why is it not putting it in there properly?
Because Roll20 is a functional
Oh.
website.
As a
Because I
note-
pulled in the proficiency, not the...
It's fine. It's fine.
There.
As a note, when we get back to the armor, we should probably wrap it for the night because it is 9:56.
Oh, good point.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. There you go. Start your swinging. That hits!
Oh, hot damn.
Finally.
Good job.
And it has, and it was with advantage, so that's a sneak attack.
Oh ho ho!
So, yep, that's a that's a fair chunk of its HP just gone. Still standing though.
Well,
Speaking
Still
of,
Well, no, it's not.
Still grappled.
Well, it's still moving.
speaking of Mitney,
Punch, punch, punch. Yes.
Falcon Punch.
That
Okay.
is above it. 18.
that's you finally feel a bit of give in the armor as you hit the first point to strike it. And then the set followed very quickly by a second.
I rolled the 4.
we're doing some damage.
Mm-hmm.
Finally.
No input. That's all I'm doing.
The armor next to Ari keeps trying to strike wing, but with disadvantage, it stands no chance. Mitney, remind me your AC, please.
14.
You managed to backstep clear of the animated armor's swings. Archivist!
All right. Archivist is going to.
Oh, weren't we gonna end for the night when we got to the armor?
We should probably end this round, and then it'll be...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Start at
So
the
I
top.
remember what the fuck I was gonna do.
Mhm.
Clayton requested we get people here and
Yeah.
here, but other than that, your call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Archivist is going to scoot here. This is going to require a temporary token or something. Yeah, but
Oh.
we're
Right.
bringing out we're bringing out the void avatar.
Oh boy.
Okay. What do I want to use for this? Do I have something suitable for use for this? That
Let me just grab the avatar thing off of 14. Yes.
Yeah, the Reaper.
Yeah.
yeah, it's time to start breaking out the heavy stuff.
Yep. And plop it down.
Well, if you
There.
want to get technical, you can prop it where Ari is, since pinning puts them both in the same hex. But yeah,
Well, yeah. You know, just enough to.
just convenient enough to see.
Yeah. Also, like, we all know that they float.
Yep.
Uh,
All right. Let's. Alright, so just kind of put a mark on where on the map you want to.
Yeah.
I will quickly. I'm going to quickly make a token here before we.
Yeah. Just there for.
Alright, let's see. Wait, I don't see him now. Okay, I will. Of course. Ow. Ah, my eyes. Step upload. Okay. Drop the mark, scooch it into place. There we go.
Awesome.
And now I've got to read up on how the Void Avatar works.
Yeah. And
But,
it doesn't. And it didn't fucking specify whether it was. It doesn't actually specify whether bringing it out is in action or a bonus action or what. So, like the best we've got is if it's
Is it a global
killed.
cooldown or is it an off global cooldown?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, let's see.
Alright, that's the instant answer.
Yeah.
Taking a look into that part.
Yeah.
Alright. There you go. Alright.
Like we can absolutely save it for next week.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. So yeah, it's in place. It can take an action in its stat block, such as attempting a rend using your bonus action.
Uh-huh.
Your spell. So roll with your spell attack modifier. Yeah. How we're gonna model this? It's going to be me. Okay. Yeah, give me a roll with your spell attack modifier, whatever that would be, and I'll let you know if
Okay.
that hits, and we'll chunk in some damage, and you still have your main action to take a swing at it too.
Cool.
Then we are
Okay.
ending the session, resolving the turn.
Yes.
Look at
Okay.
what's down. Okay. What
And if
attack
Dan needs
is
to go,
plus
Dan can go.
4?
Alright. So,
Oh wow, what the hell?
Hmm?
Look at that! Look at that most recent one.
Oh, hello.
That is not one I've seen yet. Excuse?
Scuso.
where?
The most recent bot that got banned in Rin's chat. I have not seen
Eh?
that on Twitch like ever.
We're leaving it at that. And,
to avoid any potential getting slapped with something for saying it, it's a corn bot.
I see.
Gentlemen, behold! Corn!
I have
Alright,
not seen
that hit
Holy
does
shit.
hit for a total of 10 damage. I quickly rolled that. And your main attack, please.
Cool.
Okay, that one, clang.
Well,
Oh, wait,
it's fine.
Did you roll advantage?
you do have advantage.
Oh.
So give me a secondary roll.
Oh, right. I guess I'm gonna have to roll a second time.
There we go.
There we go. Damn.
Archie,
Okay,
it's
roll
hell.
the damage.
Everywhere.
Mayonnaise spurts everywhere as it
Oh,
falls apart.
That's disgusting. That's so disgusting.
Oh.
And from my vantage point, I'm like, oh, that was such a bad idea.
Uh-huh.
You all
this means
encouraged
Ari
me.
is covered in mayo.
Oh, why did you encourage me to do this?
What? Why
The
did
ground
you agree?
around it, Ari Clayton, and Archivist is difficult terrain as slippery and finally ensue.
Can I also just say that I imagine that Ari is covered in mayonnaise right
Oh
now.
yeah, 100% covered.
Yeah. Congratulations! You have taken out 2 monsters out of this entire dungeon. There's still so much going on. Yeah, this one's actually kind of dangerous even before some of the mods I slipped in there.
Okay, so that was tonight's campaign.
Mayo does not slow down living armor.
Mayonnaise and Mouthers. Keys to the Golden Vault, Part 3, Scenario 1.
I think we did a good job.
We did pretty good. D&D with M&M's.
I'm never using the mayonnaise again.
Oh,
I mean, you know, I was gonna move into position behind Ari before the Boyd thing was there and do a heal, but I mean, this works too.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure Ari would have appreciated the latter, but
Uh-huh. You can still heal him.
oh yeah, I probably will.
Yeah.
Look, as far as sending a message, we just left a whole bunch of goo dripping out of a suit of armor. Anyone who comes through here is going to be traumatized.
Oh.
They're not gonna know what happened, and they're not gonna want to know.
The
Yeah,
ground.
that's fair.
Something happened here.
Something terrible happened here.
Maybe if we just throw mayonnaise on the wizard or whatever the fuck mage.
And you know, honestly, if this were delicious in dungeon, this would actually be good seasoning.
Oh.
Exactly.
That was, yeah, no, I don't think mayonnaise goes with clams
Or oysters, really, but yes.
No.
or oysters. No.
All right. Well, with that ending,
Horrifying note.
on that horrifying note, yeah, I'm gonna go raid Minty. I'll be back on Wednesday, and I'll be doing some art that will not be involving mayonnaise.
Aw.
This is probably for the best.
And yeah, Wednesday will be sorry, Friday will be 14 continuing Dawn Trail, and we
Probably not involving significant amounts of mayonnaise.
also not involving significant amount of mayonnaise, but probably involving significant amounts of emotional damage.
There was definitely emotional damage.
Uh-huh. So, prepare for that. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the raid to Minty, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Good night.
Good night.
Note. We're stubborn like that.